Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Bookshop. I'm your host, Phillip. In today's fast-paced world, it feels like we are always running to work, running to meetings, running to hit that next KPI. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself, are we working this hard to fulfill ourselves, or are we just trying to outrun everyone else? Today, I want to explore the heart of Chapter 5 from Ichiro Kishimi's work. This chapter is all about work, but I promise you, it's not your typical advice on productivity or how to climb the corporate ladder. Instead, Kishimi helps us look through the fog of the workplace to find a sense of true peace. Think about it. For most people, when they picture the office or the corporate world, they see a zero-sum game. They see rankings, cutthroat promotion, and those dreaded performance reviews, where it feels like one single mistake means you are out. It feels like if you relax for even a second, you will be stepped over by the person behind you. But Kishimi stopped us right there. He warned us, you define your work, and by extension, your entire life, through the lens of competition. You are signing up for a race that never ends. In that logic, there will always be someone younger, faster, or with more resources. If you stay in combat mode, you can never truly be at peace because you are always looking over your shoulder, worried about who is catching up. Speaking from my own experience as a CFO in the high-tech industry for many years, I have seen this combat mode played out in boardrooms and office alike. We often think that being the most competitive makes us the most valuable. But in reality, it often just makes us the most exhausted. Next, Kishimi makes a point that might sting a little, but is incredibly honest. He said that often the person hitting the brake on our professional growth isn't our boss or the economic. It's actually us. It's so easy to complain about unfair management or a toxic office culture. And sure, those problems are very real, but Kishimi asks us to look at the moment when we choose to be conservative or to back down because we are afraid. Why do we do this? Because if we don't give it our absolute 100%, we have an excuse ready. If we fail, we can tell ourselves, I didn't really lose. I just wasn't really trying. It's a defense mechanism to protect our fragile ego. We would rather stay stuck than face the possibility that we get it our best and still weren't good enough. But once you see this clearly, you start to take your power back. You realize that you are in control of your effort, even if you aren't in control of the outcome. Thinking about how competition crushes creativity. We have been conditioned to think competition is just how the world works. However, when you treat your colleague like rival, your internal state is always in combat mode. You become obsessed with what everyone else is doing, who stay the latest, whose report look fresher. Gradually, your focus shifts away from doing the work well and move toward just not losing to Joe or Sarah. When your main goal is just to beat someone else, your vision becomes incredibly narrow. You stop being creative and stop taking risks because you are terrified a mistake will make you look bad compared to others. This is exactly how creativity and innovation get crushed under the weight of social pressure. Here is about fragile confidence and borrowed happiness. Finally, Kishimi points out that confidence built on comparison is dangerously fragile. If you are happy today only because your numbers were higher than your colleagues, that happiness is on borrowed time. What happens next month when they outperform you? Your self-esteem becomes a roller coaster that you can't control. From my CFO insight, I used to see this all the time with financial target and performance metric. If your sense of worth is tied only to being number one on a spreadsheet, your peace of mind will disappear the moment the market shifts. True confidence has to come from something deeper than just a higher ranking. As we wrap up today's episode, I wonder, does that stone of competition sitting on your chest feel a little lighter now? Work should be a way for us to contribute to the world and fulfill ourselves, not a battlefield that destroys our peace of mind. When we shift from competition to contribution, that is when the true power of life begins to show. Thank you so much for listening. I truly hope today's sharing was helpful to you. If you enjoy it, please feel free to share it with your friends. Let's help each other find a way to breathe a little easier in this busy world. I wish you peace and joy. I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye.